Question mark. Most people wonder why other people have bad days. I don't have an answer for you. What I can ask you is this. Did you look at your prescription bottle once in a while you're making your medicine up for the week or month? Did you make sure you're taking it as just prescribed? Also, as well as anything else I've ever seen, I have never seen this. Okay? Next person told me I needed a long talk with me, myself, and I. And I asked them why would I want to do that. So we're in constant communication with each other. Another person writes down on his piece of paper. He says, okay. He asked me the standard question, do you hear voices? I said, yes, I do hear voices. When people speak to me or things happen around me, I hear it all the time. He says, I mean, do you hear voices that nothing's around, you don't understand where they're coming from? I said, periodically it may happen. I said, but usually I figure out what it is if I need to. He says, why you give me evasive answers? He says, why you give me evasive questions? Tell me what you think, and I'll tell you what I know. And if I don't know, then I shouldn't know. He says, well, do you know why you're here? I said, because I requested it. Why would you request it? I said, well, it's not in your chart. But when I left the hospital, they recommended that I get an assessment done. And the only place I can get that done for free was at my local place in Glenn County where I just went to for the state. And that's you. He says, oh, yes, okay, that makes sense. He says, well, let's continue. He said, and it was a lady, in fact. She had to be of African American descent, which is fine with me. I have no problem with it. She was, I think, had a place in Atlanta she went to or whatever. But to make a long story short, she prescribed me something. She said I was naked. And I didn't know what she was talking about. She said she knew that I was in pain. I don't know how she knew. I guess it showed outside. But I had neuropathy. Do you know what that is? Well, I'll tell you what it is. Pins and needles. People with diabetics and other issues, circulation issues, have neuropathy. Well, I had it from head to toe. It was awful. I didn't know what to do. Constant pain, my blood pressure's up because of it, everything else. And you say, well, what can you do? Well, I can take a bunch of drugs for it, but she gave me Neurontin, which was a godsend and has been ever since. I'm still taking it. And usually you get built up a tolerance to medicine, which is normal. I've built up tolerances to opiates all my life. I mean, that's what gets me in trouble. But I have not built up a tolerance to this stuff. They said take it 4 times a day. I take it as much as I have to. That's twice a day. And once in a rare occasion, it'll be 3 times a day. It's better than the other choice. The major problem I have with pain is neuropathy. The second one is arthritis. Most people can relate to it. No, I can't take insects and stuff like that, aspirin, Tylenol, ibuprofen. I can't take that because I'm already taking blood thinners. See, we all have a different problem. Make sure you read your medicine each and every day. Make sure you take it as they tell you to take it. There's a reason for everything. There's half lives that you have to deal with medicine that you wouldn't know about. So, in other words, how long would it stay in your bloodstream? How long would it be efficiently working in your system? All that's calculated in your prescription. So, make sure you do that, okay? Second thing is, in our life, out of the blue, you'll be accused of things you know you damn well didn't do, but you will be accused of it no matter what. And with me, it always hits me when I least expect it. In the most critical point and period of my life, it happens. So don't feel like you're the only one this happens to, because it happens to all of us. It's how you handle it. And if you can't get a handle on it, don't feel bad there either. I'm in the middle of one now. In ICU, I was accused of assaulting my wife, which they called me to go up there to keep her in the bed and keep her still. All I did was hand her the phone to call her daughter, let her know that I'm here at the hospital with her mother. Okay, I'm her stepdad. Yeah. So I tossed the cover to the phone up on the little table they got in every room because I was handing her the phone down low, hand to hand. That one this way. And they seen that I was attacking my wife. That's what they accused me of. Ain't that some shit? I don't know which one accused me. One lady that was taking care of my wife, she did not see it happen. But she can't charge it in there with the other one accusing me of assaulting my wife. And they're going to stop me. And they're, don't do it here. And all that kind of shit. Well, I guess they, was going to bully me. I don't do that shit. I don't touch my wife. My wife told him I don't touch him. And yada, yada, yada. It doesn't matter. Figured it was dropped, over with, and all that. It ain't over. It ain't open till it's over. My worry was my wife had a heart attack and died. You understand? Her heart stopped. Found out it wasn't a heart attack, but it still stopped. Wasn't a seizure. We found that out. A lot of things we found out about it. But she had to stay in the emergency room for a while. But the paperwork wasn't filled out correctly by the doctor or the nurse. And guess what? I expect that to happen. Well, now we're trying to get that done. So it's always something in your life going to go bad. Whether you're young, old, or indifferent. I used to close the door, do my thing, it all go away. It doesn't. But in your mind, your circumstance, you're running as fast as you can away from it, and it's coming towards you at the same speed or faster. That's life. Anywhere you live in this world, the same circumstances that happened to me is going to happen to you. Hopefully not. Right now, there's several elements in America, where I'm from, where I'm at, we've had since the beginning. There's always communists trying to teach us how to do it better. And there's always sheep amongst us, usually the naive young, don't know any better. They're sheep. Got the new thing in their nostril like a bull has, bull ring, being led everywhere. Pat you on the head. I'm patting you on the head. That's always going to happen. Well, in America, we're always having racial divide that's created by the Democratic Party. We're going to help the working people. We want to help this. They ain't help nobody with a damn self. They ain't never did shit for us. They took shit away from one side, give it to the other side, and vice versa. They put our country in such a debt. No matter who comes in office, they're already handcuffed to a problem that isn't going to go away. And by the way, in case you don't know, I want you to know this and think of this. Guess what we're involved in now? The world is. Everybody's broke. We don't have any currency that's standing. Do you understand what I mean? No, everybody owes everybody. Therefore, we have to fake it till we make it again. The National Bank will tell you that. The World Bank is just about just as flustered as it could be because they have one country after another not able to pay its debt. In reality, if you look at it with open eyes and with intelligent, that's right, opinion of what you don't know, go learn what you do know. You have the most complicated equipment in the world, this phone. It gives you all the information you need. You'll find out how much our country owes, means we haven't paid the debt, how much, who do we owe the debt to? That's important. And you'll find out that country owes a bunch of countries itself. They're in debt to other people. Everybody's in debt to everybody. Now, fake it till you make it, kind of. Why would I say that? Well, simple. If I owe three banks, right? They're not attached to each other, but three banks. And I want to borrow money to keep going. I got to find me some other bankers that don't know each other, ain't connected to the system somewhere to be able to borrow money to keep going. Now, I'm already over my head in debt. I don't make enough money even to pay the interest. That's where our country's at right now. We're breaking even and barely. That means the Democrats, in all these years we trusted them with our country, they put us in debt to the point that we're not going to survive. Do you understand me, kids? This old man's telling you the truth as I see it. Disclaimer. Okay? You're stuck with a debt you cannot pay in your lifetime or your children's lifetime, in their children's lifetime. And it's all because of the Democratic Party and what they did with the money. That's right. What did they do with that money? Now they're upset because the truth is coming out. There always been a socialized party, social party. From the days of slavery, these were plantation people. Now they join all the races together and says, follow us into the abyss. You can do anything. We lie, we cheat, we steal, we falsify. That's what they do. No matter what, you get in their way, they'll destroy you. There's a man named Libby, honorable man, lost his family, lost his money, but kept his honor. What is honor worth? Nothing. But the Democratic Party lied, cheated, and stole his honor. And to get it back, he has to pay everything and go in debt for the rest of his life to get it back in the courts. Do you really get it back? No. But they're allowed to do that because what we do is we give them immunity in Washington to do these things to us. Yeah. So what do you do to cure that crap? I don't care which party it is. What do you do to cure it? I'll tell you what you do. Your vote determines who gets what. Don't do it. And for us that's older, getting ready to die with all the many kind of medical conditions we've got, get your ass to vote. Because if you don't, these youngins are going to take us down a road we won't have shit in a couple of years, if that long. New York City should have never been able to get this asshole in as mayor. Should have never. I don't give a damn to the Democrats. They chewed their own meat until they got nothing but bone left now. How's that for an analogy? It doesn't matter who does what. That man is going to make his money on the back end of the deal. He is, quote unquote, connected to a terrorist organization or two. He's been sponsored ever since his beginning to his rise by them. Can I prove it? Sure. Can I do anything about it? I don't vote in New York City. That's not my district. That's Democrat land. Let them chew each other to death. I don't care. But don't bring it to my state, Georgia. We already have enough problems with you lying, cheating, vote fraudsters as it is. So, if you can help me, let me live my life out like I would like to. A free person. At the rate you're going now, there'll be no freedom. In fact, I know a little bit something that most people don't realize. There hasn't been freedom for a while. After Reagan and after the Democrats got in power the last bit, they took our freedom away. 9/11 was a kicker. We gave it away for free. We won't get it back. Before that, they were slowly carving it out for us. So now you think these things are going to take your freedom away? Well, but I got news for you. It's already gone. You're just starting to notice it. All these cameras everywhere, you just got used to it. You never stood a chance. Yeah. Democrats allow you to do what you do, which is criminal in any form or fashion. That's why they want to get rid of the police. That's why they want to get rid of the jails. That's why they want to do all this stuff. They want to be the mama or you're sucking on their titties. And anytime they want to take the milk away from you and let you starve to death, they can do it. That's what they want. Control over everything. Well, I hope you got a way out of this because I don't see one. I don't need it. See, I'm independently wealthy. If you want to know what that really means, it means I'm broke as shit and don't got no money. I'm fine with it. Wonderful. As you see, I have things. I don't have to depend on nobody for nothing. The only one I depend on is a man upstairs, and he's been good to me. And he showed me miracles, tiny ones and big ones, all the time. You just have to recognize them. You say, well, you're just lucky or whatever it is. No. No, not in my world. I believe in physics. I believe in God. I believe in the unexplained. It's because we just haven't figured out how to explain it. Eventually, we'll get around to it. I watched the uncurable become cured. I watched God, He worked His miracles through each and every one of us. The thing is, when you read the Bible, the smiling person that actually understands that it's a book to give you a guideline how to act and be and what the past was and what the future can be. It's not a literal terminology. It's a human perspective of it. That's my opinion. Okay, Skyline. I've been on all sides of the fence. God let me come back from death more than once. Now He's let my wife come back. She doesn't even know she died. She's not aware of it. I don't ever ask God. I did when I was younger in my middle ages. When I was doing things I shouldn't do, I said, God, please don't let me die. I'll do this and this and this, knowing darn good and well I wasn't going to do it. I was going to go right back at it again. It was just a repeating, revolving door of my life. I had stagnated. I was a piece of shit. That's all I was. And that's all I ever will be. Not quite. God woke me up a couple of times. I took heat, I took hold, and I got my shit together, and I was a human being for a while. And then things happened, and no more. Marcus left again. God protected me. My guardian angel has no wings. I worked every feather out of the place and it's to the ground around my guardian angel protecting me. But he protected me. He's like me. We have to go to heaven together, or I go to hell, he goes to heaven. I told my priest, I said, listen here, I don't get the honor to go to heaven. I don't even get purgatory. I'm going straight to hell for my past and what I've done, knowingly and unknowingly. He told me, ask him, what am I supposed to do? Why am I here? Why don't I have the instructions, voice, or something to tell me what I got to do so I can end this life that I'm in? As miserable as I may think I am, as much pain that I may be in, I'm cancer free now, but my body is devastated. Who's at our age, huh? I'm 72 years old. I can't do what I want to do. Pain dictates my life. Addiction dictates another part of it. I'm stuck in a road between here and there, and I will always be there. But I still have free will. And that brings me to our vote. To counteract people that are sheep, the shepherds have to step in and vote to make it right. So I want to see everybody in the primaries and in the regular elections to go out and vote. I don't care how bad you hurt. If you can vote by mail or whatever it is that you're allowed to do in your state, vote. Don't let nobody else vote for you. You stand up. I don't care if you're a Democrat, Independent, or Republican. You go and vote and cancel out these naive people that's going to vote to be cool. That's not what this America is about. We're getting ready to lose our country. So step up. Us old, us middle aged, and the youngs that are normal. Step up and vote for your country. Do you want it or not? This is where we are. After 250 years, we're at the precipice of a pyramid. Financially devastated our country by one side. Not saying the other side wouldn't have done the same thing if had a chance to, they would. But it happened. Now, how do we get back to having our country? We're the most powerful in the world, but yet we're the policemen of the world. How the hell that happened? We got no business being the policemen of the world and not getting paid for it. See, this is what's stupid. Democrats just give shit away to my friends. I don't want that. I want a normal freaking life. What is normal? I have no clue. I know now our government's getting ready to cave in. We got a president right now. I voted for him, not for Donald Trump, the man, but Donald Trump, the businessman. That's who I voted for. I didn't vote for Donald Trump, what he does after he gets off from work. I don't care. That's him. I don't vote for Donald Trump's ego. I vote for the business side of Donald Trump. Make that completely clear. The only person I voted for is what he does. And the rest of y'all are a bunch of fools. This man is trying to keep us alive. And you're standing here trying to make a political statement out, and especially the news organizations. I wish you all go bankrupt and we start over again. So, that's my thing for today. I want to let you know if you see my program later on, you're welcome to stay in and listen to me. You're welcome to go ahead and text and do whatever you want to do. God bless you all.